Hello, how are you doing? I hope you're having an amazing day. I want to share with you that you're a genius. You are special, you mean the world, and you are loved. Today's topic is how to stop self-sabotage. Quite frankly, genius, you're not doing this. I don't believe that you are harming yourself. I see you as love. I see you as light. I see you as an infinite being expressing love, feeling love, radiating love, causing non local effects to all of humanity. But I have to be frank with you and I have to say that we have to discuss how self-sabotage comes about. To stop it, we have to understand why it happens. We have to understand how it happens. It does not happen consciously. I do not I cannot see the human being that knows how to create mental pleasantness, emotional pleasantness. Will they create a negative reality for themselves? They will not. So I'm here to love you. I'm here to tell you that it's okay that you don't know how to do that. I'm here to tell you that every single day, as I am, you're going to continue to nurture your seed. You're going to continue to learn how to cultivate an elevating emotion, and you're going to wake up every single day knowing, wow, today I have 24 more hours creating this elevated emotional state that I want to be feeling. My mentor says, the human being does not suffer life. The human being suffers the two most fantastic aspects, and they are a vivid sense of memory and an extraordinary sense of imagination. Let me tell you why this is true. Why is this true? Because I used to be, let me digress. As all of us humans live, we live our young adulthood up until 18, 19. There's really no number unconsciously. That is to say, unconscious of the fact that we can be conscious. Then comes our great awakening, our first awakening, and that is when we become conscious that we can be conscious. When this happened to me, I was I thought this was amazing. I thought this was going to bring great results. But I was not living how I should have, through the heart. Why are the words from my mentor so correct? I wasn't suffering life as I once thought I was. I thought people just don't love me. Life isn't working for me. The universe is conspiring against me. It's because of my skin. It's because of Lord knows what. But I simply thought that the universe was conspiring against me, that my own family was conspiring against me. But now that I hear this, it's 100% true. What I was suffering was a vivid sense of memory. I was physically, emotionally, psychologically abused as a child. I never had my parents. I had to adopt a family that they did the best that they could, but I will say that it wasn't what I needed. So I was suffering in the present, my memories. They were keeping me from being fearless, going and applying to the jobs. But more so, and I fear this is the situation for a lot of us, because we're light beings, because we're spiritual beings, wanting to break out, wanting freedom, wanting things, wanting our to manifest our heart. What I was more than our memories we suffer is our vivid, extraordinary imagination. I wouldn't go to apply to a job. I wasn't going to do the things that, you know, one should be doing, simply because after my first awakening, it was riveting in a negative way at that time. Like, I was just washed by these visions of things that were going to happen and money that was going to appear out of nowhere, and someone literally, like a team, coming and picking me up and taking me where I wanted to go. That is what I was suffering. A vivid sense of memory and an extraordinary sense of imagination. I didn't have the tools that I have now. If you're suffering from the same, if you think you're suffering from life, you're not. Life is always conspiring against us. We are submerged in this intelligent love and this loving intelligence. This energy that permeates everything, it is for us. But we have to accept it. We have to use it. And I didn't know that. I used to preach the best way to live is by not having, the best way to live is by not thinking. I used to preach that. And now I preach the best way to live is by being 100% conscious, but living through the heart. There's a loving intelligence and intelligent, there's a there is a loving intelligence and a intelligent love that permeates everything. I call it energy. We can call it source, the unified quantum field, God, spirit, but it's just energy. It is what it is, and it's permeating everything. We're not suffering life, we're suffering the lack of accepting what we are. So to stop self-sabotage, we got to take the reins. What does Drake say? Drake is one of my favorite artists. I love rap. It shows progression, it shows struggle, it shows work, it shows grinding, it shows heart, it shows coming from nothing and becoming. That's becoming, that's ascension. Rap. In the words of, Drake, more than anything, is the person that I listen to. He says, take the good with the bad, I take it without. He says again, they say take the good with the bad, I take it without. The later he says, I'm in control of my destiny, never in doubt. I am in control of my destiny, never in doubt. Well, how is this possible? What is life? What can destiny be? Well, the universe is physical and it's not physical. So to be in control of your destiny, as I believe I am doing, and as I believe that he does, he controls his non-physical and his physical. He doesn't take the good with the bad. He only takes the good because you have that option. It's not so much turning a blind eye. It's not switching sides of the sidewalk. No, ladies and gentlemen, it's about being the genius that I know you are, stepping into yourself, cultivating an elevated emotion, and what you're doing is you're connecting the physical with the non-physical. If you don't believe me, well, let's just look at astrology. Right now, we're in the age of Aquarius. The Aquarius is the age of the water bearer. This is supposed to indicate that water that's flowing, it's supposed to indicate that field that permeates everything being poured into yourself. So what is living through the heart? Well, there's constant energy flowing into me. Whenever you're living through the heart, you direct that energy, you transmute your base emotions into elevated emotions, and it flows out. You kind of feel it flowing out, and then you go into these cycles, right? As where if I wouldn't be living through the heart, the energy's still flowing in through me, but I am just not directing it. That means the energy is where I am. If I'm in a bad environment, I am that energy. So again, you're not self-sabotaging yourself. What you're not doing, you're simply just your fear. You want everything. You're loving. You're full of love. And you don't know how to express that love. You don't know what to do with this intelligence. You're suffering the greatest memory and an extraordinary sense of imagination. But you can choose today to change your life around. You can start. If you don't want to jump into your heart, that's okay. It's the best tool. Science says that the heart is 60 times more powerful than the brain. If you're using your heart to cultivate an elevated emotion, you then don't have to repeat love, 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 as I once did. You simply are love. You don't have to fake it till you become it. You become it till others see that you are becoming, that you are. Till life just bows down. And that's when you are at the level of, Drake Aubrey. my stars are in lines. You know, your destiny. I'm in control of my destiny. I'm never in doubt. He also says, I see the stars start to align. You will see these magical changes when you step into your heart. I hope you've liked this video. I know this is something that sounds very mystical, but there's enough scientific evidence, unified quantum field, quantum physics, epigenetics, placebo effect, Dr. Joe Dispenza, Dr. Bruce Lipton. There's so much information out there. Just feed yourself the right information. If you want to know how to live through your heart, I've built a family where I share openly my testimony, my journey, and I share with you exactly, like so to the T, how to have your own experience when living through the heart, so you can have these amazing results. If you want to know, just reach out to me on my Instagram, on my social media. You have my email. And now I invite you to share this video with your loved ones, with your mastermind group, with your small group of friends on your social media, and comment below. Do you feel like you do fall under conscious self-sabotage? Do you want to know how, and what are you doing to not fall under that? I'd love to hear your response, and also share with me topics you'd like for me to cover in the future. I'll wait for you in the side of light. Goodbye.